Welcome to Northern Kentucky University. I am Julie Bridewell. I'm the coordinator in the Office of Student Conduct, Rights, and Advocacy. Some of the reasons that a student may interact with our office, we first and foremost, we handle the conduct process. We take it very educationally, but first and foremost, that's what we are here for. If there's a student that has a complaint regarding a department, a faculty member, maybe you're having an issue with another student on campus or something like that. Any assistance, our office is here. You don't know where to go. You don't know exactly who handles this or that, and you're not sure where to go. Come to us. We are your resource. There may be some times that students are looking for or need advocacy, and our office is here to provide that. As far as advocacy is concerned and what that really means, through our office, maybe a student is experiencing a medical issue for themselves, maybe it's a family member, maybe it's a very close friend. We can assist the student with the contact that they need to ensure that they have with faculty. Maybe there's certain departments that they work closely with, and so contact there. Maybe the student does not want those areas to really know all of the intimate details of what is going on, but they want our office to advocate to ensure that this really is happening. It's not just something that they're saying, and so we can do that for the student.
So the Code of Student Rights and Responsibilities is a document that NKU puts together that helps inform our students and our campus community members about what our expectations are related to student behavior. So it has a lot of information about both academic and non-academic types of misconduct. And so both of those types of misconduct are covered under our code. So what happens inside and outside the classroom. So an example of academic misconduct might be cheating or plagiarism, something like that. And then we may see a non-academic misconduct having some type of disorderly behavior, whether that's a noise violation in a residence hall or altercation around campus for whatever reason. And those type of things would fall underneath this Code of Rights and Responsibilities. The code also has in it the procedures about how we work through these issues, about how we interact with folks, what role a student has in the conversation, what role the staff member has in the conversation, like me, and sort of how we move through these situations to make sure that everybody has a fair and balanced opportunity to participate in the process, as well as to learn from the process in their own way. A few things to keep in mind, just as you're joining our campus community and coming to join us here in Highland Heights. We do have alcohol-free residence halls. We do fall under Kentucky Controlled Substance Law, and as well as our own policies related to alcohol and drugs. And so specifically with drugs, though, we are a drug-free campus that includes any manner of controlled substances, marijuana, misuse of prescription drugs, any of those different types of situations that may come up related to drugs. We also are a tobacco-free campus. Any form or function of tobacco products, including e-cigarettes, are prohibited on our campus. Weapons are not permitted on our campus. There are certain state laws that are applicable to our campus in terms of concealed carry and things like that, and so those work out. And if there were to be something where you were to need help, or a family member may have a question, or you may be concerned for another student, ask for help. Ask somebody, what can I do? We're here at NKU, the faculty and staff here at NKU, and the students. We have, I mentioned RAs in the residence halls. We have hall directors in the residence halls. We have, campus rec staff. We have a whole bunch of folks here on campus that are here to help students succeed. That is literally our job. And our hope is to be able to do that, but we may not know exactly what you need unless you tell us.
So now we're going to talk to you about sexual misconduct in Title IX at NKU. Part of what our office does is make sure that the university is in compliance with the requirements of Title IX. You may be wondering, what is Title IX and how does that pertain to me as an incoming student at NKU? So Title IX is a federal law that protects college students from gender-based discrimination. Gender-based discrimination is defined as sexual assault, sexual harassment, dating or domestic violence, and stalking. So if you were to experience anything under that umbrella or you're not sure if you're in that situation, what you can do is come to our office and talk with me about what's happened and what options are available to you as a student. Title IX also covers students who are have experienced pregnancy or are parenting. And so if you find yourself either pregnant or having recently given birth to a child, or you are the spouse or partner of someone who has given birth to a child and you have responsibilities related to that, please come to our office and talk with me about what resources are available to you. It's important for you to know what's in the sexual misconduct policy so that you understand that if something happens to you or happens to one of your friends, that you know it's covered in our sexual misconduct policy. That policy is on our website, and so I encourage you again to go and look at that policy and see what's in it and what resources are available to you. So I want to make sure that all of you know how to file a report with our office if that's something that you need to do. There's several ways you can do that. One is in person. You can come to our office in the Student Union, room 301, which is right above Starbucks, and you can meet with myself or you can meet with any of the other folks in our office that you're comfortable meeting with to share what's happened and to get options for how you can move forward. Secondly, you can file a report by phone. You can call our office, the Office of Student Conduct Rights and Advocacy, to make a complaint. You can speak with myself or anybody else in our office that you feel comfortable speaking to. The third option you have is to file a complaint online using the form on the Office of Student Conduct Rights and Advocacy website. If you click on the left under File a Complaint, you will then see an option that says to file a report of sexual misconduct. Fill out as much information on that form as you're comfortable doing. Once we receive that report, we'll reach out to you to ask you some follow-up questions and to get information from you regarding how you want to move forward with the complaint that you've submitted. The Office of Student Conduct Rights and Advocacy is not a confidential resource for students, meaning that if a student shares something with us that lets us know that other people on campus might be at risk or in danger, there may be some information that we have to pass along to make sure that we're keeping the campus community safe. There are some resources on campus that are confidential. One is the Office of Health Counseling and Student Wellness. There are licensed counselors in that office available to work with students who have experienced sexual violence. Those folks are available during business hours and also after business hours. If it's after 4:30 on a weekday or on a weekend, students can call University Police and be connected with a counselor who's on call to speak with students who are in crisis. Additionally, the Norris Violence Prevention Center is an office on campus that is available for students to provide confidential resources and support for students who have experienced sexual violence. All incoming students received an email to your NKU email account asking you to complete an online module called Haven or Haven Plus. This is a requirement of all incoming students. Not only will it provide you all with information about what our policies are and how to file a complaint and things like that, but it also provides you with really important information on things like healthy relationships, how to be an active bystander if you see something happening in your community and you want to help. Haven is divided into two parts. Part 1 takes about 40 minutes, and you need to have completed that by Monday, August 21st. So you just have a couple more days to do that. Part 2 will come to you automatically in an email about 45 days after you complete Part 1. You need to have completed Part 2 by October 25th.